What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Wallet Monkey channel, where we give you all the credit intel you need to grow your wallet. Today, I wanted to share with you my 60K, 70K-ish app spree that I did recently. Definitely the best one I've had on my personal credit so far, and I'm just about at my own personal goal of having 100K personal and then starting to pivot into business, right? So I wanted to share with you the cards that I got and the limits that I got, so I hope that's all right with you. And I'd love to hear from your most recent app spree, what you got in the comments below. Or if you just like this, then like it too. That helps more people see this video, right? All right, so let's start at the top. I got a little list here. Now the reason why I say 60 to 70K-ish is because I'm not sure. I'm waiting to hear back on a deserve card and I think something else. I don't know. There's so many apps and stuff open right now that I'm waiting to see. So if that goes through, that's a 7K card. I think it'll be 70. Okay, let's start. So the first one I got is more rewards. This was by far the biggest one. This was a $20,000 card. My second card with Navy Fed. Next, let's go through the Citibanks. I don't have all the cards for these two, by the way. I'm waiting on a couple. So actually next would be, in terms of balances, next would be this guy right here, the upgrade. Got 8,000 on this. Actually, I wasn't too sure about them, but I actually like them a lot. They've been pretty easy, and I've started to pump some decent amount of usage. I think like $2,000 or $3,000 through them, and they've been pretty easy to do business with, essentially. And the interest rate is really, really good in comparison to some of the other ones I got, I should say. Next is Citibank. So I got the custom cash, right? And I think this was, this is 2,300, so a little bit lower limit. And then I got a second one, which was the Rewards Plus. I misspoke before in the community. I thought I got, I don't know what I said I got for the second card, but I got the Rewards Plus is the second card. That's still on the way, and that I think was a 2K limit. So let's go through some of the other stuff I got here, because I had to take notes, because there's so many. So we got a pending deserve, I told you. Oh, I also accidentally got a $10,000 personal loan through Amex. I didn't actually mean to get it, but I was just trying to collect data points for the community, and it was a pop-up that triggered in my account, and it's like, I just clicked one button, and before I knew it, it was yes, and I got it. So I just kind of went with that. So I guess we could throw that on top of it too, right? With the 10K personal loan. We did the two cities. So now let's talk about, next is a plethora, yes, plethora of credit limit increases. Most of these I did not ask for, by the way. Apple gave me 1.5K credit limit increase. Didn't ask for that one. And I've got pretty good usage on the card. Like I ran 50%, then I think I ran it 70%, let it sit for a couple months, which was dumb. And then I paid it all down, and then bang, they hit me with 1.5K credit limit increase. I got a 1.2 or $1,200 increase on my Prime, which is through Synchrony, which is good because I use that a lot. I used it on Prime Day, just about maxed it out, which, fun fact, that represents maybe 2 or 3% of my overall, limits. That dropped my score by over 20 points by letting that carry balance of 79% for 1 month. Anyways, lesson learned there. I got 1,600 additional on this card right here, which is the cash rewards Navy Fed. So they bumped me up, credit limit increase 1,600. Then my two worst cards are my CapitalOne cards, and those I got when I was rebuilding credit. So I think I got a $100 credit limit increase on one and a $400 or $500 credit limit increase on the other. I think that's it right now. Yeah, like I said, I got a pending deserve, and I thought I had one other pending, but I'm not sure. Yeah, so there you have it. Advice, suggestions I can give you is definitely the ones that you can get away with a soft pull because you're already in the ecosystem. Amex, do it. Start with those and get those going. But you want to give yourself, if the game is to try and get as many new cards or as much new line of credit open, then you're going to want to do this in a certain amount of time. You're going to want to do it after all the statements kind of just hit and reported and a new statement is open, because now we've got fresh score, which hopefully will be higher, and we've got an entire 30-day period to run through as many applications, if that's your game, as you possibly can. And so staggering these and laying these out throughout the month is definitely the way to go. And you want to kind of take it bureau by bureau and figure out which cards are the most important. Make sure you're working with locking down the other bureaus if you want to do that, or lock down all of them if you think you're going to get a soft pull like with the Apple card. Work it like that. So work it bureau by bureau and work it based off of, okay, a fresh statement they just hit. So now we're going to do these. And if you got statements hitting in the middle of the month, right? All mine are almost in the beginning. So it's very easy for me to do an app spree. I got an entire month from there to basically do it. But yeah, just work around that. Take it bureau by bureau. If you're gonna get a soft pull on stuff, do those. I used to think for the longest time, the mantra was to get your credit limit increase first on Navy Fed and then try and get the new card. I've heard a ton of people saying the exact opposite, so I don't even know if that's the best way to do it anymore. I would say it probably doesn't even matter. Yeah, go out and get your internal stuff done first. If they're gonna soft pull a TransUnion or soft pull a Vantage or something like that, those are easy ones to just kind of knock out of the way, give you some momentum, give you some excitement hopefully, because you've gotten some good, you know, some higher limits or new limits hopefully at this point, and then you'll be on your way, and then just stagger the rest, right? The two last cards that I did was the Gemini and the Deserve, and it's because I wanted to go out to like top level A player banks, let's call them first, and then at the end towards my app spree when I already had a lot of new inquiries and that stuff had kind of started to hit, then I started to hit like, you could go with like your Petal, your Deserve backs a lot of different like fintechs and startups now, and then like your Gemini or crypto type credit cards, because those are mostly backed by Celtic or WebBank, and those even though everyone says WebBank is super sensitive, they're really not. And you know, I had, I don't know, 4 or 5 new inquiries on my report. Real quick, I want to end it with mistakes that I made. I goofed up quite a bit actually on this. I completely messed up my Chase apps. I was going to do Chase, and that was like the thing I wanted to get into this time around, and I completely screwed it up because of mismatches on my address, which were apparently still showing up on my credit profiles, even though when I go into them and look, they're not. But something happened to where when I actually went to register with Chase, because I already have multiple business accounts set up, it had matched me to a profile, and that profile had my old address. So I thought, oh, okay, maybe this will be okay. I'll just try and process it first, or try and process it anyways. And then I did, went through multiple conversations with their staff, because I goofed that up, and then I was trying to provide proof of that address on the old address. It like basically soft blacklisted me, because then I waited like a week and went back and they instantly denied me. So I don't know, they said I should just go back and apply again, so I did, and then they instantly denied me. So I goofed up Chase completely. Secondly, I also had an opportunity to get 2 FNBO cards at $6,300 each, but given the recent feedback that we've been getting on our YouTube video about people getting huge credit limit reductions and account closures and stuff like that, I just thought FNBO, no, not even worth it. And then the other one that I had that I kind of walked away from was Truist. So I got pre-qualified for all 5 Truist cards, which, as you know, you'll get them all. So I think the 5th was secured. I wouldn't have gotten that. So I think there's 4 total. But you already know that you'll get them all. I walked away from that, right? And then when I went back, they required more information, which you have to go into a physical branch to do, and I just don't really want to do. So anyways, there you go. There you have it. Even with my mistakes and my goof ups, I still think I did pretty good. I'd love to hear your largest app spree or your most recent app spree in the comments below. And that's all I've got for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like this video if you want to, and if you're brand new here, stick around, hit the subscribe button, bell notification, turn it to all. Be on the lookout. More videos coming soon. See you guys.